So just yesterday I arrived in Bristol, and given that it wasn't raining last night, I just camped in the woods, although since it is October coming out of November and there will be a lot of rain, I was planning on camping under the Clifton Bridge right there. So that suspension bridge. I was hoping I could find maybe some trees, some bushes like this to obviously shelter me from the rain. When I came across this, right at the side of the cliff, I was planning on camping under here, although I shall see. I mean, it would be excellent, but that may not be an option. The first thing I saw was this. Simple bed in a bag, although whoever's done this must have put an insane amount of time into it. You have this bit up here which kind of looks like a nest. And you have, fortunately can't see well because of lack of light. You have little shelves up here. And then a room. I don't know why this wall is here exactly, given it is just a cave, but you have really a perfect entrance to the room right here. And unfortunately you can't see too much because of the lack of light. As you can see, there are several shelves here. There are a few books, a few cups. There's toothpaste. Down here there's kind of more cups, more books. And each of those shelves is, I mean, it looks as if it's been made, it looks as if it's been carved in. Again, unfortunately you can't see the bottom ones because of the lack of light. And then down here you've got, I don't even know what half this is, you've got kind of sleeping bags, blankets. I think there's suitcase or something under it. There's something semi-hard anyway. And over there is another suitcase. Then you have this, which is might be the most interesting thing about it, because if you actually look at it, you'll see that again, unfortunately there is a lack of light. This has been constructed. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but there are several branches, thick branches, going over in each direction, kind of crossing over each other to build a roof. And down here there's some more blankets. There's what I believe to be a tent in its bag. If I can, I'm only going to take one out. I don't want to disturb this place too much. But there are little kind of pots and pans here. There's a stove. There's some kind of lantern. And there's a thermometer. Again, I would take it out so you could see better, but I don't want to disturb the place. There's also some lights up there. And there's a coffee tin down there. Obviously what the stove is for. Again, although you unfortunately can't see too well, behind that there's a kind of wall. There's another wall of sticks and branches, although even more interestingly, these ones haven't just been piled on top of each other or even tied together like the last ones. There's actual nails in there. So whoever made this, I mean, they've obviously been thinking long term in some sense. They've actually brought in a nail and hammer to really hammer these in and make sure they're fully secure. And if you look at this is kind of just covering for it. Under all of that is the wood. Again, all pretty neatly covering it. You've got a hole there. So that's probably for the water as well. I mean, that's just a tarp. And there's a bit of water inside it. You've got a washing line now. I'm very thankful for this because I do believe this place has been abandoned for quite a while. I mean, whoever made this, I don't think they've been here, or at least that they've actively used it for a few months at least, because if you look at this, you can see a kind of spider web there. And then if you look at the kind of state of the clothes, very kind of dusty, very muddy. A massive polar bear there, just kind of hanging over. So yeah, I do think the place is abandoned, but I mean, just in case, just because the original owners have left this here, doesn't mean other people aren't going to come down. Although it is very well hidden. The only way you can get down to it is following a very long and broken, very broken, not too obvious path down here. There's one path. And then there's a bit where the path just breaks all together and you actually have to climb down a bit of the cliff. Now, there's no point in going down there, but the cave does go further. Nothing's down there though. They've kind of left that bit blank. But it does go further. Again, some of this. There's a broken bike there. There's a book. And I'm saying all this because unfortunately I can't see half of it. I'm showing you whatever little you can. And also what I forgot to mention about this room, which relates back to my branches nailed together. There's a wall back here, which is just branches. Well, it's not just... I actually don't understand why they made this. I mean, the wall's the same as the rest of the cave wall, but it's hard rock. But on top of that hard rock, they've placed branches. I don't know if that was to kind of even it out, because at the other side of it, there's no holes in it, there's no way to get in. That may have just been to even it out, it's a kind of design. I really have no idea, but I mean, regardless, this is absolutely amazing. Even if none of this was here, and it was literally just a cave, no one had been here, there was no items here at all, this would be amazing. And also another thing to note about it is that there's no rubbish here. Well, very little. There aren't the usual kind of cans of energy drink or cans of anything else that you'd typically find in a place like this. There aren't chocolate bars and crisp packets and who knows what else littered everywhere. It's not a wreck. No one's destroyed anything. There is very little graffiti, which means that aside from whoever did make this, very few people must come here. Of course, you'll have people like me who'll come in, they won't disturb it. You know, they'll pick everything up, they'll have a look through it, they'll have a look through some of the kind of, it's not even a bag, I thought it was a bag, some of the bags, just kind of see what's here, but again, leave everything as perfect as it was, but if this place was visited by enough people, you would see the obvious signs of it, and you do not see them. You've got a little notebook here. Might as well flip through the pages just quickly, some of them anyway. Alright, I didn't actually properly read for this. Found this place by accident when exploring. Very cool. Not entirely sure what it is. Right answer here so I can know if I return. Burnwalls Cave. I believe that says Dave. I don't know if that's a reply. It doesn't look like a reply. I mean, it says, so I can know if I return. So they're possibly just saying it's a Burnwalls Cave, this is what it is. Or the person who wrote this initially that's their name and they're given the location of it. I mean, to be honest, I hope they didn't return, because again, it means that there's an even longer time that they've not been here. Although, again, I honestly don't know, but that could be a reply to that, or it could be the person who wrote that simply giving the location. Given that, I think I'm actually going to have a better look through this. I mean, you can even see by the notebook, look, it's in really a state, and that hasn't been intentional, that's just been through wear and tear over how long it's been here for. I knew of this place since 2014 when I wandered around. Complete gem. I left 2018. I met is that Hungarian? Hungarian who built all this with his bare hands. Most respect. Seems... I don't know that something isn't written too well. Something May 2022. Stay safe, be good. Peace and love to dwellers in these ancient caves. So it's like a few people have stayed here. We love the stay and something. This is like a guest book in a hotel. So we've got May 2022. Sometime after May 2022, probably, given that there's stuff written here after that. Is that the last of it? I mean, you've got cool cave, nice smell. Don't like the rubbish in the window. I mean, it looks like this is almost an unintentional guest book at a hotel. So, I mean, given that, again, the last, at least dated entry is May 2022, so a few months ago. I'm obviously going to look at the bridge. I don't want to stay here because, again, I don't know if people still come here. I don't know if the person... I mean, it said this was built by a Hungarian. I believe that's what it says. Again, the handwriting wasn't too great, but obviously other people have touched it up. Other people have put things here and whatnot. Again, I don't know who would return or what. And I believe he said the last time he was here before was 2018, which means a lot of this was built 4+ years ago. Yeah. I'm going to see what I can see at the suspension bridge. I'm going to see if I can find a spot down there to camp. If not, I will return here. And if I can just come down here. This is how I got up. I mean, there are stairs in some technical sense. You can see they're very clearly laid out stairs. Further. And up here you've got a banister and everything. And I mean, I suppose it's technically possible, but I highly doubt that whoever built that down there put this here. I highly doubt it. This must have been some kind of project or whatnot, which has been left to decay. You can see the bear down there. I didn't see it when I was coming down here, saw it when I went over that bit. But yeah, so I think I'll end the video. I'll make a second part of the suspension bridge, even if I don't find anything there. If there's like a kind of gate there or a wall there that I can't get through, even if it's a 2-minute video, I'll make one there.